Yo, Russ, you gotta welcome everybody, welcome everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome everybody. Today is a very special day, and it's market open day, right? It's Monday, and we love Mondays, right? Why do we love Mondays? Is because we get to pull money out of the markets, right? And I already took a trade today, which is well, I took profits today, right? And you guys, ah, such a beautiful day. Now, if you let me, I will just share the video, right, with my Discord. So I let them know, right, we're starting. Yo guys, get your monsters. We're getting ready to trade, right? I sent out the TDA in the Discord if you guys are interested in that. And let me just, yeah, here we go. Okay, cool. Are you guys ready? Because I am for sure ready. I'll go over the trade that I took, and then I'll do the TDA. So on what was it? Yeah, Friday. No, yeah, it was Friday, right? On Friday we had a back testing stream, and I showed you guys a position that I was in on Nasdaq, right? And on Nasdaq, I entered the position on bank holiday, and we were looking really nice. Let me just resize this so it's a little bit better, right? So on Nasdaq we were looking really good. I jumped in on the 50%, right? I saw these moves coming in. I was like, okay, this might deliver, right? This might deliver. And I jumped in on the 50%. I waited, and then market open, right? Well, market close. And I didn't get to fully close the position, right? And I was waiting all up until Sunday open. Like tonight at midnight, I was watching the charts. And I was looking. I set my stop loss, I set my take profit, right? And I was waiting because I was still following rules. I wasn't being a degen about. I did want to close the trade, but I was like, okay, wait, let me just follow my rules, right? My rules are your stop loss is engraved in stone, and whatever your target is, right? I always take the same R, and it ended up delivering, right, the whole 200x. And I actually got a I sent out a video in live execution channel, which did show like the whole execution, right? This was me executing, right? I set the stop loss. I don't think you guys can see this. Yeah, you guys can see this. Okay, so I set the stop loss, right? This was me, stop loss and take profit, and then I just waited, right? And this was me waiting, right? Look, perfect. And this is the 5-minute and 16x. So you guys know I waited for a long time, right? And then we saw that bearish candle coming into that area, and we delivered the target, right? Okay, cool. Let's get into the top-down analysis. What we have here with just the regular ass price action we have this sweep, right? We have this sweep. With this first sweep, delivered a 1-to-1, and the second sweep, right? With the second sweep, what you see usually is the sweep of the sweep, right? And that's exactly what we got, the double top. I do, however, see price is still bearish. I am open to possible both sides of the spectrum today, right? I would like longs and shorts. Now it depends on where the market goes. If I just do the top-down analysis, and if I put the opacity a little lighter here, cool. Let's do the top down, right? We have an MM here up above the PDH, right? As I said, we have an MM up above the PDH. We could expect a level of 514 and a 606 to be hit, right? Deliver that 1-to-1 from each. I do have 864, which is a level already discussed, right, previously. This is the last up move before price went and put in a low, right? That's cool. This level I'm not gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about it when it hits, right? Yeah, so the PDH, mark out the PDH and PDL. I know the weekly has closed as a wick. If you just look, the weekly candle has closed as a giant wick, so we can expect a tap of the 50% of the wick, which is already a level on the lower time frame. So I'm not gonna do that. We do have this second swing, right, on the current structure, which we can see a possible rejection off of. Other than that, yeah, on the lower time frame, we are rejecting from that MM. Yo, good morning, Iraq. Good morning, good morning. I love to see you here. Love to see you here. Down below, what we have is a zone with multiple mitigations, like we talked about in yesterday's live stream. Yeah, live stream. In the backtesting session, we said we can get the 50, right? We can get the sweep, and then this trade back into the range. Now, yeah, I think this is enough, and we also have this 33 level, which is the double bottom. Okay, are you guys familiar with what I just said? Are you guys caught up? Yo, Roro, I can't attend the stream. I got some issues to sort out, so hopefully, yo, I hope you come soon, Roro. I'm missing you in these streams, man. I hope you sort these things out. If it's something that I can help with, you can send me a message. I'll be happy to reply. Now let me crack open our sponsorship for today's video, Lando Norris, the green monster, which, by the way, does get better with each iteration. Market open in what, 5 minutes? Cool. Let me set up my copier. So everything is ready. But the trade that I took on Friday was really nice, and it was following rules, right? Even on a bank holiday, we can still trade. If there is a setup, why not, right? If there is a clear setup, why not? Like, nothing's changed. Well, the volume's a bit low, but nothing's changed, right? The concepts still do work. And we had Wingsane also trading, right? It's not that the concepts don't work. It's more of a why would you trade? Like, if there is no good setup, why force it, right? Yeah, okay, look, Aurora, it's look, I'm always here for you, brother. I'm always here for you, okay? If you ever need anything, just shoot me a message, okay? I'll be happy to help. Let me just set up these accounts. Okay. MNQ, let's do Tradeify. Cool. Everything's set up. Let me go here. Yeah, everything's set up. Cool. Yeah, take care, Roro. Take care. Okay, stay safe. Okay, stay safe for me. Now, without further ado, let's get. Yo, SBS in the building. Look. You got all the support here from the community. Look. Thank you, SBS. I really appreciate this. So, going into market open, right? We did flip. Flipping that the 5 minute low. Yeah, it was a 5 minute low, right? We flipped that low. However, this origin is already mitigated, right? We wouldn't really be trading off of this. It is SBS though. I'm not talking about SBS. It is SBS, but this is an MM that we are trading off of. Well, not an MM. My bad. What am I even saying? It's an SNDR that turned MM, right? Cool. Now we're just gonna be observing price action. What is it gonna do? Is it gonna put in a new low? Now I would really love to see. I'm not sure what to expect with price action right now, in terms of volatility, but we will see. That PDL, if it does close down below and gives us an SNDR to trade from, I will take that. Just to say in advance, I will take that. It's my model, right? It's the third swing SNDR, and I will happily take it. I do see us rejecting from the 76 level. It's the second swing, but if we don't, we do have that high and that up above that we can still reject from. Cool. Now you see kind of the power of MMs, right? It's like they work, like they obviously work. It's just how you apply them. Look at this zone. I sent out, well, Wingsane, right? He took this zone, right? This is also an MM. Like I cannot take that from him, right? This is also an MM. But the fact is, a zone higher up above is also an MM. Now, stay with me, right? Both of these zones are MMs. Now, what do you get from sweeping this first zone, right? SNDR turned MM. What do you get? A sweep, an aggressive entry that you can take lower, right? But a sweep and a tap of the 50% is what you get, right? It's sweeping that, tapping into a POI and then trading lower, which is, it's a good zone, right? But what I love to see with my MMs is that first sweep, right? The first mitigation being formed there, and both of the zones delivered perfect trades. It's with MMs, it's really hard to mess up. That's what I'm saying. Like when they're bunched together up like this, it's really hard to mess up. So market open in 1 minute. Let's go, baby. Oh, I can't wait. Let me just see what the protected low looks like here on the 5 minute. So we got that that trade up above that 5 minute high, created that second swing, tapped the 50% of the second swing. We got the third swing, right? It's validated. That's cool. Now we are tapping into that third swing. I don't see any closures up above here that would suffice, resulting in a swing. So what we can see here is a tap of that 50%, right? Move higher to take that 1-to-1, and then we'll take it from there. Cool, guys. How was your weekend? How was your weekend? Mine was really good. We did a really good backtesting session, and wow, this just swept. Okay, cool. This just swept that low. So market open, the bells have rung. Now let's see what price has in store for that. Can the second swing turn MM 15 minute? Can the second swing MM on the 15 minute? Okay, let me see. Oh, you mean this one? Yeah, for sure it can. Yeah, for sure. If it's the bullish one, but if it's the bearish one, I don't think so. No. If it's this, the 76 level, I don't think so. But that one, yeah, for sure. This would be now the second. I would classify it as a 5 minute almost, but we'll see, right? You have a zone just down below. You have a swing down below with now 3 taps, right? Just down below that MM that you want to mark, that second swing. It's inside the origin, which is okay, which is not the origin. We are not taking the origin, we're taking a zone inside of the origin. Which that would be fine. That would be perfect. It's just now the MM where it lies, right? It's where are you trading then to go higher? Where are you trading from with that sweep? Is there a POI to the left that you can trade from to go higher, right? We're lacking of a POI. So yeah, I hope for clean PA today, but hey, nothing's promised, right? Nothing's promised. We did end up the previous week profitable, which is really nice. I love to end the week profitable, and that's what matters, right? We're currently sitting on 80% win rate. on the accounts. So this looks like it wants to go higher. Yeah, that 76 level is probably what it's looking for. But yeah, we're still gonna take note of this MM. We're still gonna take note. So, as I was asked, right, did you guys have a good weekend? Oh yeah, this would be a double top here, right? That you could expect a one-to-one delivery. That's the same concept but fractally, right? On a lower time frame. But again, it's where you're trading from, right? It has to be like a top of the range. It has to be top. You can't just pick out random double tops and double bottoms, just expect them to, you know, deliver. For example, here we were in a bullish trend, right? We were obviously in a bullish trend, and you saw this double bottom happen. Look what it did, right? Tapped the 50% and moved higher, right? And with a bullish trend, you can do that. Like, just look at the trend. Right? Look at the trend. As they say, the trend is our friend. Oh. Okay. With that break higher, you guys would probably look for an SNDR to go higher. Now, if I ask you which structure, or rather, what structure does that swing belong to? Can you give me an answer? Because if we just look at the 15, right, the 15 minute, we have a low, we have a high, and we have a lower low, a lower high, and a lower low. Now we're stuck in this range, right? In this whole range from PDL to PDH. Is there any highs that were broken inside of here to solidify that bullish movement, that bullish narrative? Right? There wasn't. So with me personally, I'm just skipping taking any longs here to go higher, because I do have us rejecting here. Now let me just check. It's really irresponsible of me, but I didn't even check the news. So let me just do Forex Factory real quick. So we got PMI at 4 p.m. Okay, that's crazy. I didn't know that on Monday that we had news. Okay, cool. Let me see this week. So we have FOMC meeting minutes at 8 p.m. Well, at 8 p.m. my time on Wednesday. Ooh, crazy. Okay. Bad. Ooh, wait, I look away from 1 second and this is already 150 points down. Damn. It didn't sweep the high. Well, on MNQ it did. On MNQ it didn't. Right? If we go on MNQ, it obviously did not sweep the high. Yo, good morning, Lazy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Okay. bet. So we are still in that range. Let me go back to NQ. We are still in that range of as I said, this whole range is like 1,000 points, so you can expect us to, you know, be long in here, right, and be short here. Looking at the grand scheme of things, on the 1 hour, we still are in that huge daily range. So just play the range, guys. Play the range. Don't have your narrative for us to like just break the all-time highs, because that's unlikely. That's probably a bad target to have. Yeah, maybe over the span of a month that could happen, but over a span of a few days, I don't think we're getting that all-time high. Just based on the price action alone, right? On the price action that's currently developing. Oh wait, did you mean anonymous this swing, perhaps? Yeah. I mean, both suffice. Yeah. Yeah, just a slow Monday morning. We are 8 minutes into the session, 9 now. I would really like to see my setup present, but you know, not every day that's gonna happen. I would really like to mark out this as a Berkeley structure, but I know what it did on the lower time frame. Right, it wicked the high and then went lower and then closed up above it. And I do not generally mark out this as structure. Look at what it's doing. It's doing the thing. It's doing the Friday. It beats a pattern on chart. Yo. But yeah, on the weekly, if you just take 2 lines. Yeah, I'm not trading that. I'm not trading that. Again, another tap on the so-called MM. Crazy how these candles are just moving up and down, because these candles are not small at all. It's 130 points into the one direction, 150 into the other, and then 120 into the other. Like, there's some crazy volatility, but it just does not wanna move. You're probably waiting for that news. So we have as we said, we have PMI at 4. Okay, we're just gonna wait for that. Honestly, we're waiting for PMI to drop, and then we'll see. Let's see if there's an area. So yeah, we had this zone, right, which did turn into an MM, and then we swept it. Was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. In Asia, we swept it and then traded lower. Delivered that huge move downwards. Now trading higher. We could see 76, as I said. Other than that, everything looks mitigated. Yeah. I'm looking to see if there's a lower time frame MM perhaps. Yeah, just above here. This would be a possible zone. I'm gonna just mark out the low of the zone. If this does tap. So we can reject from the highs. There is a possibility of us rejecting from the highs. A really slow Monday morning though. And again we're going. Yeah, not how I wanted to spend my Mondays, but I already took a trade today, so I'm not really pressured into taking a trade. So I'm gonna talk about Rust. Yeah, that's the weekly. No, it's the daily, the pizza pattern. I'm gonna talk about the trading plans. Right, we had Wingsain's SNDR trading plan. I'm gonna leak it. I'm sorry, Wingsain, but if I ever saw a good trading plan, this would be it, right? This would be the exact thing that I would want you guys to make, right? And so we have the plan overview, right? He trades what? The SNDR, and always as he posts in the live executions, he posts the SNDR. What I want you guys to do is create a trading plan so simple that everyone can follow it. Everyone with knowledge of your strategy can go simply just there and follow it. Now he says identify the SNDR, right, for breaking structure, then enter when price retest that zone, multi-time frame analysis, that's cool. Max risk is based on back-tested results, which is really nice. He trades London and New York. It's good that you create a time frame when you're gonna trade, so you can backtest it, right? And you have the strict rules, right? Never over leverage. SO is strictly praised behind the SNDR zone. Never widen your stop loss. Execution only on the first 3 swings. Don't trade against equal highs or equal lows. Do not trade M1 SNDRs for 1 hour breakthrough structure. Really good, really good. Do not trade against an MM. Okay, these are rules. Like, these are perfect rules. This is what I want you guys to do, right? And then he has the self-evaluation. This is the part what I like the most here. It's, did I strictly follow the 5-step process, right? The structure, narrative, zone, ZIL, and entry. Did I violate any of these strict rules? If so, you have to backtest 50 trades. Was it a loss? Backtest 50 trades. What was my emotional state? And that's really important, right? For you guys to grow as traders. You gotta learn that. Now just peeping at price real quick, it is breaking higher. We have this high. We're probably gonna take that and tap that 76 area. So psychology, when in doubt, stay out, trust the trade. Boom, perfect, right? Perfect. That's what we want. That's what I always talk to you guys about. If you're interested, this is in the Discord, the trading plans. I would highly suggest you do something along the lines that Wingsain did, and Anonymous too. Anonymous did a good one too, a really good one. Oh, and the live execution part, post trade review, post the trade in Benchina server, a must for accountability, and accountability is gonna make you reach higher places, right? Cool. And there is also a plan that you can copy, which is mine, right? But this is better than mine. This is really nice. I love it. I absolutely love it. Each and every one of you guys that's here right now should have a plan like this. Each and every one of you. With price zigzagging, playing ping pong, I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait, entertain ourselves. waiting waiting is sometimes really painful, especially with like price doing nothing. And yeah, on Mondays and Fridays, usually what happens is it's really clean, or it's choppy as hell, like today. How did you guys enjoy the backtesting session yesterday? Did you learn anything new? Because I'm so conscious of the gems that were dropped. It was insane. There was a lot of value provided. Like this should not be free. I was not home, gonna rewatch it ASAP. Yo, you gotta. You gotta. It's really long, but there was a lot of value there. Yeah, how is this free? Because every day we come to the markets, we call out price. I give you guys free advice. Like, I give you guys everything. I don't give signals though. Not to be mistaken with the TDA channel. The TDA channel is not a signal channel. It's a channel where I post my personal top-down analysis, so you guys can learn to do it too, right? I would make a video on it, but I think it's too niche. Like just the trading, like the top-down analysis alone. And you already got videos out there, like how to actually create it. It's just marking out the concepts from the daily to the 1 minute. It's a relatively simple process. So just slowly making our way higher and higher. Let me see how big this zone is. Is it even like, is 1 micro even applicable here? Yeah, hell no. That's $500 of risk. Yo, Tigao, good morning. It's $500 of risk even on 1 micro. Yeah, that trade would be out the window. It is the second swing. I do see this delivering a 1-to-1. It just sad because no entry really is present. I mean, if you want to take, you can take every single SNDR. You can take every single SNDR, but that's not really what we as traders, right, want to do. We want to have a plan, a trading plan that we follow, and that trading plan has to have a set of rules. Like, what is the zone that you're taking? Is it always the same zone? Does it vary, right? I just saw the Discord. Yeah, I've completed my 5 profitable days on Lucid Flex, but if I take the payout, I'll only have $800. Should I take it? Yeah, pay yourself. Tigao, I'm so proud of you. Pay yourself. Pay yourself, because this is where a lot of traders get it mixed up, right? Ooh, let me build cushion, and then they blow the account, right? I did that, and I'm not sorry that I did that. I took out the payout. I had $500 of drawdown, not 800, 500, and I made it back, right? So can you. Just risk a little less. When I had like $500 of drawdown left, I was risking like $50 a trade. And then we bumped it up, right? 75. Then we bumped it up to 100. But yeah, pay yourself, Diego, please. I'm proud of you, man. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Might I ask, what concepts were you trading, right? What was your trading plan like? So this is, if you're just looking at the lower time frame, we have swings being created, right? This tapping the previous swing, now going higher. This can go higher. It's a shame because this is exactly what I'm doing even on my one eval and drawdown. Yeah, just risk less. You're gonna make it back. If your strategy is profitable, you're gonna make it back. Buy another one if you can. Take that payout and buy another set of evals, right? There you go. Take that payout, pay yourself, and don't be spending that money on yourself. Don't make that mistake. Reinvest it into more evals, more, well, I don't know, like more funded accounts. It's not evals, it's like the complete package. Been consistent with AFOPs for stab sweep. Hey, that's beautiful. Then you see, when you hit that payout, make sure to go post it in the profit and loss. So when people say, ooh, there's not DTFX people who are profitable, look, there he is. I'm not the only one. Because a lot of people tend to think that DTFX is just not profitable. Here I am, and they're just they're telling me, like in the DMs, like, ooh, there's so many people who are struggling with DTFX. Yeah, they don't have a plan. They just want to take everything, and they end up losing everything. And it really grinds my gears, right? Because to have such ignorance towards a strategy, I mean, that's kind of unacceptable. Like, ooh, I got a question. Right? Ooh, should I really learn this DTFX strategy? There's a lot of people who say it doesn't work. Okay. Have you seen my streams? Yeah, man, first payout after all of this grind of years. I'm so happy. I'm happy for you too, man. Just take it. Take it and reinvest it, right? There's bigger days coming. Make sure to have a strategy when it comes to the evals, right? You're just not blindly buying them. Make sure to have a strategy in place. So, as I see, we are still trading higher off of that MM, which the 50 of it is still unmitigated. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 taps on this MM. With more taps of the MM, right, when it comes to 5, 6, you tend to see it failing. Man, that 76 level, I should like draw a magnet here. I've seen like people on social media post videos like this. Yeah, the first payout, man, that's such a good feeling. I remember when I first got my first payout, that was probably the best day of my life. When I finally closed that trade, like when it hit TP, how would I spend? I would reinvest it in funded accounts. That's practically what I did with my Apex account. I took a payout of 2,000, and what I did was just buy evals, right? buy funded accounts. I mean, the larger capital that you have, like the more capital that you have, the more money you can make. If you are consistently profitable, if you're consistent with your rules, now profitable, I would suggest you go, like, get 5 evals and just trade them all at once. Or if you don't like that idea, you can always go and trade them separately, like individually. But what I did was buy 4 more, and then I traded them together. The evals, and then I passed them, and then I passed more, and then I traded more. And yeah, growing your capital is the next step, Tigao. That's the next step. After that first payout, I would suggest to every trader to start growing their capital. Now, how this is reacting, not so nice. I did want that high to be swept and tap that 50. I could create like a whole roadmap, a roadmap to consistent profitability, like a free PDF. Judging by the reactions that we have here, this could be turning into a zone that I like, but I would only look at this zone if this goes higher and leaves it as is. If it just goes and sweeps it right now, like, I wouldn't be interested. Where's my zone? Yeah, cool. Oh, something's happening with the markets. So if we do come up above, yeah, this would be a zone responsible for the break of structure. But that's the break of structure. I feel like I should invest it in chunks for the next 3 months. I'm still prone to blowing up. Okay, invest it in chunks. If you can identify that problem that early on, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Like, that's exactly what you should do then. Invest it in chunks. Buy one eval, pass it, and after you pass it, buy another one. And if you blow, just buy another one. Oh, my bad. Or just if the problem's risk, just risk less. Like, now you know that you can take money out of the market. Now you have that mindset. Don't let the ego consume you though. Now you know that you have the ability to extract money from these markets. With that ability, you gain some people. I'm not saying that you will do that, but some people gain the ego of, yeah, now I can do this, you know. Interesting question. The market is looking beautifully, yeah. So just to explain, I am neutral. Like, my feelings right now, neutral. it's I'm not feeling any dopamine. Like, I did feel a lot of dopamine when I hit TP, but now I'm just looking at the markets and it's like, could be better, right? Could be better. I do not function like a robot. I'm trying to. I am trying though. I am trying to give you guys the best version of myself, right? The best version of myself. But yeah, just wishing we had an entry right now. Wishing. It is unfortunate though. I am low on calories. Yeah, I'm really low on calories. Like I'm eating 2,000 calories, so my energy levels are not as high as they used to be. So this now, you know, tapping here, if this goes higher, I would classify this as an MM. This would be an MM, and I would expect a 50 tap, right? And we would expect a sweep, and that sweep would be a tap of the top MN, right? Yeah, that sweep would be the top of the MN. Yeah, yeah, even you. Yo, Wingston, I was talking about your trading plan, right? It was magnificent. It's magnificent. Like I love it. Like if I had a mentorship and I asked somebody, yo, make a trading plan for me, and they brought me this, I would be more than happy. I would be more than happy. Yeah, I'm on the cut. And it's really it's hard to articulate words, but I am giving it my best. So with this trading, yeah, just made a double top. Made a double top. If this does trade lower, I do expect us first trading from that 50 and then possibly moving higher, right? That's if this trades lower, but if it does trade higher, I do still see us going lower. So that's gonna be a hell of a way to judge you by the price action alone. We had news. We didn't even see it. It was this candle. This was the news. Red folder news, by the way. This was PMI. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I was expecting like a bit, you know, a hefty candle. But then I guess not. But yeah, overall, what I have us doing is moving, and we aren't doing that, so. I was trying to check if there's any zones up above. You do have this double top here, which does align with the 70, and that 1-to-1 would be the 70 to the 30. So you can mark it out just for your personal sake, right? You can mark this out. It can also be an area of importance when it comes to price action. Not only is the 76 level, but also the 175. Whatever it is, 160. Yeah, 160. I was gonna take a trade today. Like I had a feeling that I was gonna take a trade today. I think I got a wrong impression. Yeah, Seemed nice though. Seemed really nice. Okay, cool. Now we're just gonna do what we do best, and what we do best is wait. And you guys, it's quite a common theme here on the streams actually. I doubt in this nonsense. Yeah, but whenever I get a feeling, like usually it does follow up with a trade, but it's feelings. At the end of the day, it's feelings, and we don't trade feelings, we trade the concepts. And I gotta abide the concepts. So we are trading higher now, and this does look like it's gonna hit that 50. But just the way that's coming up, it's really slow. So you know how NT resets the ATM contracts when you edit the ATM? Yeah, okay. Wait, when you edit the ATM, it resets the contracts. Does it? You mean the order quantity? Yeah, okay, what's up with that? Because when I edit my ATM, it doesn't really reset. If it's a custom one. Like if I was to, you know, edit an ATM here, it doesn't really affect anything, right? The orders, well, the order quantity stays the same. That happened to me this morning, and I ended up entering with less. Ah, that sucks. So it's like a 0.1 hour. Yeah, I'm sorry for that, you know. Couldn't have predicted it, honestly. Can you please take a look at NVIDIA on 1 hour? Does price currently between 2 mm? So I just want to know if it's correct mm. Okay. And I look at my PNL, I was like, yeah, yep. I know what you mean. Okay, so I'm gonna first do my own analysis, right? I mean, did this deliver? This didn't deliver. That sucks. Okay, 2 mm you said. So I'm guessing it's the lower time frame. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the lower time frame because over here I do see. So you have two zones here that you would classify as MMs. You have this and this, and with that sweep of that first one, you could get a trade back into the range, right? But I don't see a bullish one because this was swept, right? This zone was swept, and I don't really classify origins as MMs. But yeah, I do see this tapping, right? We have a zone up above, and I do see after the sweep that trade back into the range. Yeah, of course. But if it's on the higher time frame, then I don't think it's a higher time frame. There's nothing here. But let me go back to NQ. I marked the origin. Yeah, origins aren't MMs. I try to really, well, tell you guys. I try to tell you guys that origins are not MMs. Origins are never gonna be MMs. Origins are origins, and MMs are swings, right? Yeah, this is the first swing, but it's the origin. The origin can never be an MM. It can be mitigated multiple times, but it's not to be treated the same way as an MM. Yeah, okay, no worries, Lazy Bones. Yeah, no worries. Look, just saying, you know, better to hear it twice than not at all. Yeah, we do have 2 minutes left. I want to see that 50 tap so bad. Watch it then. For the rest of the session, just continue. Just absolutely obliterate everything. I'm watching to see if this is gonna break the high, because this is also a 15-minute closure that we have. So I can make this the protected low. It's not gonna be a valid swing to say the least, but it's gonna be the protected low when price closes up above. So if this does go trade higher, I then want to see that flip. We have 1 minute left. 1 minute. Interesting. Interesting. Now let's see this run. If you guys want to look at, want me to look at any other charts, just plop the ticker and what time frame you want me to look at. I will look at it. Like, gladly. Because we do have nothing else to do. I can analyze charts though. I can analyze charts. It is kind of what I'm good at. So this did end up closing up above, which is nice. This is nice. Gold. Yeah, okay. Starting off strong, eh? GC. Okay, downtrend. Break of structure, cool. On the 5 minute. The 1 hour. Yeah, give me the 1 hour. Ooh. Where are we rejecting from? Look at you. So we flipped on the SNDR. Oh. Look at the fractal nature of price. Oh, look at this was dirty. Oh no, it wasn't. Never mind. We have the zone. That's the SNDR that we tapped. We have the double bottom here. Okay, that's cool. That double bottom. That's nice. No closure down below on the hourly. The protected high on the hourly is all the way up here. Ooh, if I start zooming out, it's of course the gold. Yeah, still going lower, making lower swings. We do have this zone, the SNDR, that we could expect a trade into the opposing direction. Other than that, this is not a flip down below. I would not consider it as one, but this is a part of this smaller swing count, and we can still trade lower. We can still trade lower until we break this high. I am still bearish on gold, but once we see the break of that high, I would then start grabbing and short, longs, right? Because we're what? Wicking that high, well, that low, on the daily, right? And I'm gonna skip this song. Yeah, perfect. This is the protected low, right? And we are wicking it. And there is a double bottom right beneath it. Look. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, the gold is gold looks nice. Oh, the beloved NQ on the daily. Doing absolutely nothing. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So, as I said, we can get that 50 tap and then trade lower. But if not, we still have levels up above where we can see a possible reversal happening to give us that bearish signal. I would not be trading a limit here. I would be trading a flip, because trading a limit on a what was it, 1000 point zone? No, 500. Never mind, 1000 ticks zone. That's kind of dangerous. It's kind of really dangerous. You don't wanna be doing that. So, as we stand right now, this is the previous swing point. And the protected low of that swing is down below. But the protected low that I would be looking for a higher time frame flip is all the way down here. That's the protected low that I wanted to be swept. Otherwise, there's this one, right? That's the impulsive, right? The first signal of it going short, and then it goes lower, right? If you look, it also aligns with the MM. You guys, if you'll excuse me, I will take a break. Let me just hold on. I gotta go take a bathroom break, right? So if you'll excuse me, okay, I'll be right back. Going to the gym just before the trading session is not recommended, because you're gonna, well, first of all, you drink a lot of water, and then once that water digests, yeah, you get the point. I'll be right back. Hold on, I'll be right back. Welcome everybody again. I was saying, as I was saying, right? What am I getting? As I was saying, I do see a rejection off of that swing. Firstly, yeah, I would consider a rejection here. Welcome back. Yeah, a whole new world, a whole new set of price action just evolved. Yeah, nothing special happening on NQ. I do see us still. Well, we can still tap and go higher, right? This is still a possibility. And the way that we just printed that can. Yo. Okay, bet. So as we said, the 76 level is still there, still a vital role in today's price action. And as I said, what I want to see with that 76 level is I want it to be tapped and then a flip forming on top of that for any shorts. By the way, really thank you guys. We just smashed through 900 subscribers. We're at 907 as we speak, and really incredible. Like I'm really grateful for this. Like really, thank you guys. Somebody might ask, right, on the lower time frame, yo, Ziga, but would you consider this an SNDR? Now, that SND has already been mitigated. How do we see that? Is with that fractal, that wick higher, tap into that. So how price evolved here? I'm gonna just draw it for you guys. So it went higher. It went higher. Put in that low. Right, put in that low, went higher, closed, and then tapped the 50% and then left. Now, what that does is it mitigates, right? It mitigates that area on the lower time frame. And that I would, yeah, thank you, Rush. Really, it mitigates that area on the lower time frame, and with that I would not take it. I would just not take it. It's not a part of my rules to take areas that are already mitigated unless it's what, an MM. So yeah, with MMs, yeah, I do take them, but with SNDRs I do not want to see them already mitigated. I really want to see an unmitigated one like this to deliver. An unmitigated area, not an SNDR area. So you guys don't get confused, right? I would really like to say, yeah, this is an SNDR for the break of structure up above. But that break of structure was, well, just that swing alone. There was no actual structure behind it. That the structure is this swing, right? This whole range, that's where structure currently lies. That's where we're ranging at. But yeah, currently just in the middle of that range. You guys have any questions regarding price action? And the question cannot be, where is price heading to? Like in terms of concepts, is there any unclear, anything unclear, or anything that you guys are uncertain about? Because now I'm here, right now I'm live. It's much easier to explain something drawing it than it is texting about it. So yeah, oh, I wanted to, for anyone that wasn't there yesterday for the backtesting session, I was talking about a potential partnership that's gonna happen. I got a meeting tomorrow to partner up with a backtesting firm. Now that backtesting firm is really solid. I have tested it over the weekend, and as it stands, it's really solid, and I love it. And that backtesting firm I will probably partner up with. So yeah, as I said, just one thing that I really don't like about it, it's the pricing plan. But other than that, it's a really solid backtesting platform, and I will reveal it on Wednesday stream if I do come to a conclusion, right, with their CMO, right? You know that it's probably with the seconds time frame. Now, Lazy Bones, I think the seconds time frame can be profitable. I think it can be really profitable. But the only problem that I have with the seconds time frame is people not first being profitable on the M1. I want you first. I don't know anyone other than Dave, right? I really want you to focus on M1 first. Get a payout and then move into the second time frame. Because it's a whole different beast. You gotta have such good skill in multi-time frame analysis that yeah, M1 should be your first, like, yeah. Oh, is now an MM that already mitigated a scenario. Yeah, I mean, it could be an MM, right? It could be an MM, but it's so high in the range, and we are sweeping that high. I would hold back on trading it. There is much better setups lower. Yeah, it is becoming an MM, right? And we can see a tap to go higher. Yeah, but you have cleaner setups lower. Yeah. But as I said, with the seconds, as we were saying, right, with the seconds time frame, it's really important, the multi-time frame analysis, like the multi-time frame aspect, because if you don't pay attention to the M1, the M15, what are they doing, and you don't have a clear narrative, you're gonna be stuck, sort of. It's a really good tool. The seconds time frame is a really good tool to start getting as many entries as possible, right? To get the reps in, but I don't think it's a good tool in terms of the start of trading. So better to 3-4 deals on the seconds daily, and better to aim one. It's better to aim at one trade. Like me personally, I would much rather go for one trade in a day and thinking, yeah, wait, 50 points, easy to get to. Yeah, okay. Okay. I see, I see. Because 50 points easier to get 30 points than no one to trade. Yeah, and the point is, yeah, sometimes you're gonna have losing days. You're gonna have a losing day and you're gonna what, right? You're gonna feel bad about it. And feeling, well, yeah, here's the point. It's what kind of person are you? Because I myself, I'm much better off with taking just one trade. But I know people who want to take 3, 4, 5 trades in a day, and that's completely fine. You can do that. It's completely up to you. Completely up to you. What do you most what do you feel most comfortable with? Right? The second time frame is a different beast. So just make sure to backtest even the second time frame. And funny thing, the platform that I am in the process of affiliating with does have second time frame. Yeah, take it into account. You'll see. You know, just going on the second time frame alone is probably gonna give you some hiccups. If you don't actually have a plan and just take every single setup that forms on the second time frame, you're probably gonna, you know, lose money. That's what I'm trying to say. You're gonna lose money. You gotta have a plan, right? And you gotta know where you're, you know, reacting from. Is it an SNDR? Is it a higher time frame 5-minute SNDR that we're reacting from? You know, you gotta have your POIs. Let me see the 15. So we have 15 minutes left on the 15 minute. Yeah, we could see a tap of that 50 in this candle and then a trade going lower. That's something that's possible. And I could see it happening. Yeah, we have 9 minutes, yes, almost 10 minutes, right, on this 15 minute. And you could see the same here, right, with that MM, that tap of that MM, that sweep of the MM, and that trade back into the range. And then you could see, I bought a tent. Oh, yeah, how so? I traded the second time. I bought a tent. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, trading the seconds, it's dangerous. And why is it dangerous? Because not a lot of people have the attention span even, and the ability to be focused on so many things at once. M1 is a really good place to start. I am on my way to No Made Life. Yeah, exactly. We're all gonna be living in tents. Let's all switch to second time. Might as well go into the tick chart. It's better. I mean, the price action is really clean. Like, I can't say anything about the price action alone. It's just the fact that we are not in a really good place in terms of positioning, like higher time frame positioning, to take any good, meaningful moves. It's kind of unfortunate, but I mean, it's not that bad. We had worse days, right? We had worse days. Like Fridays, for example. Fridays are brutal. Absolutely brutal. Just extend this zone. On my way to no meter. That was crazy. That was crazy. I could get a tap here, as this is on a fractal node, right? This is an MM. Of course, we are gonna pay attention to this after a high is broken, right, to the left, or even this. Wait, we could start backtesting Fridays, the second time from like the 50. That would be crazy. But as we speak, this is a 15-second MM. This is a 15-second MM, and you can take a tap here and a sweep. This works the same way, like on all time frames. It's just well, the application, right? You gotta know where you are in price. But here, longing, yeah, you have a target up above. It's just that it's really hard on the second time frame, especially to keep track of everything. And I'm just warning you before you make the decision to go on the second time frame. I think it's a good warning. Yeah. But I will backtest and I will trade it from that end. It's in my plans, trying to get all the equipment for that. Yo, look, I wish you luck. I really wish you luck. And you can always post in the Discord like your progress, which you're currently struggling with, because I bet there is someone, at least one person who can who can help you, right? At least one person who has been in those shoes and probably found a solution. So if you ever find yourself struggling, you can always post your questions, your doubts in the chat. And funny enough, I do respond to everything. I don't think there has ever been a message that I didn't respond to in the Discord. Let me check the. I have a bot for, yeah, the stats. Let me see my stats. In the last 14 days, I sent out 480 messages. That's crazy. And 287 were in the DTFX chart spam. Really nice. Really nice. I'm going to share my progress about the YouTube channel from day one. I will be trading Nomad. Nice. Yeah, so if you were looking on the second time frame right now, you would see what? A series of red candles, 5-second red candles. And you want to see a retracement to then get that 50 and that 1-to-1 trade. You want to see a retracement always. You do not want to see straight red candles just coming into your area, because that means what? You could be just on the verge of a falling knife. That's not the best place to be. Yeah, over the span of the 30 days, I have sent over 1,000 messages. 1,100 messages. So let that sink in. Crazy. Wait, did this just, as we were saying, right? As we were saying, the 50, right? The 50. Look at this. Look at this. Not even to the tick. To the tick. Not even a, maybe a tick of a drawdown. Look at the move that's coming out of the MM. We got that retracement that we were talking about, and we got that tap. Makes you feel like a snitch. Yeah, it's I do respond like if I'm not on my computer, I respond in like a minute, two if I can. But if I'm at my computer, it's usually in seconds. I respond in seconds, and you just see now the fractal nature of price. It's really nice seeing this. You know, you have that first tap, you have that second tap, the third tap, the fourth tap being the 50, right? This is now a common occurrence already. With that fourth tap being the 50. So Wingsane, if you're backtesting, make sure to look at this metric. What tap did it deliver the 50% off of, right? Was it the third tap? Was it the fourth tap? Which tap are you actually taking? You gotta, I did personally watch how many taps the MM had before I took the trade. So make sure to do the same. If you're, you know, backtesting that instead. Model. So we still have that that level. We still have that level. Absolute cinema. No, who does that? Yeah, who backtests? You. That's so boring. But you backtest? What do you mean you backtest? Oh, come on now. You. You spend your time trying to get better at something? You. That's disgusting. With that that 50 tap, I do see us right coming into that level, and that level could in turn give us that move that we were talking about. This, right? Well, it doesn't have to happen exactly like this, but I do have this in mind in terms of higher time frame. This is something that I would look for in terms of higher time frame. That one-to-one delivery, of course. And with shorts, as we say, we see that rounding happening, and that's even more of an indication that we might as well be shorting from here. Now, it can be from here, it can be from up here. It just happens, well, it just means that, yeah, okay, we're gearing up for shorts. This have this little fractal? Okay. No, candle. Now that we did this, I would maybe consider longing the zone, since it would be an MM sweep, right? Tapping that 50% and then would be consistent with the narrative, but it's not consistent in terms of structure. It's really inconsistent. That's where it lacks, like really lacks. Structure aspect. It does look like a good long, like a counter trend long. I marked out all of these areas up above, thinking, yeah, okay, we might be hitting those, but now, yo, famous, welcome to the stream, welcome. It's been a really slow Monday, but yeah, welcome to the stream, buddy. We only had, well, one call out so far, one call out, and that was that 50, right? Don't you love Mondays like this? I mean, yeah, it is market open. The market is open, and I'm not gonna complain since we already took a winner. Man, would be really nice if we got another entry in the New York session. The Asia was not enough. The Asia was. Is that SNDR double bottom MM an origin move? I mean, strategy? Yeah, it's. Now, yeah, it's DTFX. Yeah, that's exactly it. We trade MMs, we trade origins, we trade double bottoms, we trade SNDRs, we trade the second swing. We sometimes even trade this third swing. We trade flips, right? We trade the sweeps. It's much more than that, but yeah, it's DTFX. All combined, it's DTFX, and that's what we trade. Can you show example of the third swing? It's just the third swing, right? It's just the 50 of the third swing. You can still take the third swing. Like third swing it's fine to take. It's just lower probability. As swings progress, you can't even take the fifth swing, the 50%, right? But it's the odds are lower and lower as you go up the numbers and swings. So the first swing, usually if you're reacting from a POI, is the highest probability one. Now the second swing is also a high probability one. Now the third swing, the probability drops, right? And the fourth swing, it drops. Now, I would much rather see you have a rule set when it comes to these types of trades. I would really like to see a set of rules that you follow. It's not just, okay, I'm gonna take the third swing just because it's the third swing. No, it's more of I'm only taking the third swing, or I'm only taking the origin, or I'm only taking the SNDR. Just like me, right? I only take the SNDR, and just like Wink saying in the chat, he's only taking the SNDR. But we do take note of everything. So we have narrative, right? We have narrative for price to eventually develop. Yeah, if you have any questions, yeah, no worries. I would suggest you join the free Discord that we have. It's where we post the DTFX. If you're not already in it, it's really helpful if you're trading DTFX yourself, or if you want to learn. Like I always respond to every message, and I can help you if you struggle, right? There is I'm not promising anything in terms of results, but I am eager to help. So we still have that level. Yeah, that's cool. Lovely. That's lovely. Lovely stuff. Now, if I just go over this swing, let me see if I drew. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, thank you, famous. I appreciate the words. So close yet so far. So close yet so far. Look at this. Like in the movie of 50 Cent, can't get rich or die trying. Get trading with DTFX or die trying. Exactly. Get profitable trading DTFX or die trying. That's my motto. Well, I think I already surpassed that point, but that was my motto. It was this or nothing, right? I didn't strategy hop. I didn't do anything. When I didn't see results in my trading, I didn't go and, you know, start changing everything. Okay, what was I doing wrong? I looked at it. What was I doing wrong? And I fixed one step at a time, right? One little thing at a time, until eventually we came into this, which is the SNDR concept, the one that I teach, the one that I trade, and the one that I always blabber about. Wait, let me see what it says. I wish my brother will hear this stream. Hey, there is a share button. If you can, you can just send it to him. You see the surrounding? Like, the swings are getting closer and closer to each other. That means what? We're gearing for a short. A trade into the opposing direction. Now, we already have areas down below that we expect rejections from, right? We already have areas, and a sort of narrative for price. What it's gonna do next. Just sad to see that what was it, 72? Yeah, it was 72. It wasn't 76, 72. I drew it correctly this time. My little brother traded with me for a few months and we passed the EVA on the MFFU. But when it got tough, he changed from DTFX and mixed it with something else. That's a pattern that sad to say, it's a pattern that I see a lot of times. When it becomes challenging, I know a lot of people who did this. When it becomes challenging, they either switch to ICT and they keep failing, or they start mixing it, right? They start mixing other concepts with DTFX, thinking that it will make them profitable, thinking that it was the concept's fault. When in reality, what was missing was just that solid trading plan. Just like the one that we have, me and Winks and Anonymous, that we posted, right? That's all that's missing. It's a solid trading plan. Yeah, not just in trading, it's everywhere. When things get tough, people start to, you know, some divert to coping mechanisms, right? That's exactly what it is. It's a coping mechanism. Switching the strategy, it's a coping mechanism for you're not profitable. You do not know how to trade. You do not have a solid plan. You do not have a base foundation. A foundation is not the concept. It's you. You're the foundation. And if that's missing, none of the concepts will stick. Maybe you're gonna see profits for a short term. Yeah, when you switch the strategy, maybe you're gonna see profits in the short term. But when it comes to the long term, if you don't have a solid foundation, forget it. Forget it. 10% of daily traders are consistently profitable. I think that the percentage is even lower. The 10% of people have gotten a payout, but only 1% are consistently profitable. They're lacking the foundation, and you gotta have that foundation. And I will keep on saying this. Yeah, the statistics are crazy. The statistics on trading, it's if you look at what the top 1% of traders are doing and what the bottom 1% of traders are doing, if you look at like the two the two extremes, you're gonna see what? You're gonna see the bottom ones always give into the like their P&L curve goes like this, right? It goes up and it goes up, and then it's a dramatic drop. Now, why that dramatic drop happens with the P&L? Yeah, they saw profits, but then emotions got in the way. They lose it all in one trade. They blow the account. But with a consistently profitable trader, like the other extreme that I was talking about, what do you see then? Another 50 delivered. What do you see there? You see trades, yeah, you see maybe a loss streak, and then you see it going higher and higher and higher, and then loss, and then higher and higher and higher. It's actual structure. It's structured. This is how your P&L graph should look like. Yeah, you're gonna have losses. Yeah, my accountant looks like I'm sorry, your account, if your account looks like this, it's probably, you're probably letting your emotions take place where you shouldn't. And I understand, I've been there trading emotions, but you do not trade emotions. That's not what you backtested. You backtested your plan, your model. And if you're not trading your model the way it should be traded with you know, a risk management strategy, yeah, these things are gonna happen. You're gonna lose money because you gotta be emotionless, and I really mean emotionless when it comes to this stuff. When it comes to executing your plan, it's your plan and nothing else. It's the words that you have written, you trade that and nothing else. And yeah, it's a simple step forward, right? You just write down what you trade. You write down what you trade, just like Winksane, just like Anonymous, just like me. You write down the exact step-by-step process that you can look at the trading plans, but it's a step-by-step process. 5 day or 2 week good uptrend, and then one loss, blow my account. You see. And what happened, Famous? Look, you don't have to share this. I know that it can be sensitive, but what happened? What happened with that one day? Was it your plan, or was it you? You know, it's, as I say in these streams, it's 80% you. The 20% is strategy, and the 80% is you. If you have a profitable strategy, it's just you then, right? So what I see is exactly this, not exactly a double bottom, but a move, right, going back into the range when we sweep it. It does suck because I did have targets just up above. Let me just take the fib and put a magnet like this, so it is accurate. Yeah, okay, so it is the 73 area. If you have a red day, yeah, I do have a red day. I do have a red day. Of course I do. I post. I don't think. Yeah. I do have red days. I post my red days too. It's just a normal part of the strategy. You're not always gonna have. Wait, let me pull this up, so you know I'm not lying. Let me pull this up. I have red days too. It's completely normal to take losses, right? Like, you are gonna take losses. Why doesn't this? I have red days too. It's normal. And every day is a trading day. Every day is a trading day, and not every day is gonna be a profitable day. Remember that. Not every day is gonna be a profitable day, right? You can make every day a trading day. That's what we preach. We can trade every day. It doesn't mean that every day is gonna be profitable. How many funded? 10. 10. Yeah, yeah. Sticking to the plan. You do not want to let a loss, like a losing day, steer you away from, you know, your strategy. Because what's the point? You're putting in all that effort over the span of let's say 1 month. Like what I showed you just now was June. You're putting all that effort, and let's say the last day of June you take a losing day, and you what, spiral and just lose the progress of the entire month? Like, no, you gotta have set rules. Like, yeah, you gotta preserve the capital. It's the game that we're playing. Yeah, exactly. Famous. It's I mean, it should be self-explanatory. I know that for me it is self-explanatory, because that's the reality of trading. Not every day, look, not every day is gonna be sunshines and rainbows. Not every day you're gonna have a trade. Yeah, that's fine. I go, there was a week, I think it was the third week of June, I didn't have a trade for 3 days, and I had one loss and one win. You know, but losses happen. No trades can happen. For example, today I'm probably not gonna have a trade, and I am completely fine with that. I am completely fine with that, because I know that next day that's gonna roll around, I'm gonna have a trade. I'm gonna have a trade. Well, not all the time, but you know, you get the point, right? There's always a next day, always. So, as we were saying, that's 73. Rounding. That's what we were saying. It's gearing up for what? A short. Eotigao, I did answer. Yeah, okay, cool. It's currently divided between Apex and Tradeify. I am diversifying because I really don't know with Apex when they're gonna lift my eval ban, if they're gonna lift my eval ban. I think I'm not taking and accepting the red days. I think that's my problem. Yeah, it's what is the, when does it start? Is it the red day, or is it you coming into the market and being wrong about a trade, taking a loss? Is that the problem? Is it ego, or is it acceptance? Because that's two different things. Ego and acceptance. You can accept a losing day, but is it ego that's fueling that desire to, you know, want to make it back? You gotta look at it like really carefully. Yeah, because you need to accept that being wrong is being right in the long term. Accepting to be wrong is being right in the long term. What do I mean by that? If you accept, okay, I was wrong. This trade was this was a not a good trade. This was a trade just part of the statistic. That's fine. I broke the rules. Okay. You gotta accept that pain. Exactly, lazy bones. It's to avoid pain. Yeah, you're just okay. Yeah, okay. It was a shitty trade. Let me just make it back because I know I can. Or maybe, oh yeah, it wasn't a bad trade. Well, you gotta accept it, man. The losses, you gotta accept it. Because I have losses too. Like, I share them. Yeah, for the first 2 minutes, it's not good. Yeah, of course. It's a shit feeling when you get a loss. But when you're wrong, especially in front of you guys, it's a level of accountability that I never have faced before. But it does drive me to do better. It does drive me to follow my rules better. That is ego. That is ego. That's failing to accept that loss, and you shouldn't do that. Now, I'm not saying that to, be mean or anything. I just want you to know that you gotta accept it. It's hard. Yeah. Easier said than done, of course. But the reward, haha. The reward is profitability, my friend. The reward is profitability, and I don't think there's a better reward out there. And also, being able to sit on your hands doing nothing is a skill on its own too. Because you're gonna see maybe an SNDR that's not a part of your plan, and you're gonna want to take it. But your trading plan clearly says do not take that, but you still want it. And it's the emotions, right? It's the emotion. And just so we're clear, that 50, bro, this level is like a it's cursed. Look at this. Boop, bop, bop, bop. Like, it delivered 4 times already. I think I need rule that you're already talking. Yeah, it's you gotta famous. Go into the trading plan section in the Discord. There is a channel called Trading Plans under the education category, and just look at them, and make your own and post it, right? And post your trades. It's accountability that you might need. Accountability, like, to your trades. I know that posting trades, for me, it helped me a lot to show the people. I was in Dave's Discord where there was hundreds of people, right? There was hundreds of people going over my trades, but I still posted them. I still wanted to be a part. Yeah, Wingsane, have fun. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. There was like hundreds of people, and I had the option either post my trades or not. We had an option. We could choose ourselves, and I chose to do it. Now, why? Because I know it will propel me as a trader to start being accountable. I know back then I wasn't that accountable with my trades, but then that really stuck with me. I was in front of 200 people posting my trades, and yeah, that's the level of accountability no one prepares you for, but it's needed. Honestly, it is needed, because then you learn what accountability really is. It's acceptance. It's the ability to accept being wrong. Once you post that trade in there, somebody has seen it already. It's okay, Lazy Bones, I understand, but don't beat yourself for it. Don't beat yourself up for it. It's a good thing to post. It's highly encouraged. Nobody's gonna make fun of you for posting that trade. Nobody's gonna say, your narrative sucks or whatever. Like, no, nobody's gonna say shit, because if they do, immediately removed from the group. Like, the case in point, right? I have zero tolerance against bullying when it comes to trading. Zero. I will not let anyone bully, right? Because the path of trading is hard on its own. Like, it's really hard. and you don't want to make it harder, right? You want to make it easier, and sometimes to make it easier is to make it harder. That's the accountability part. The accountability part, yeah, at first it's gonna seem like, wow, what is this? Like, how am I supposed to do this? Like, it's really hard, you know. Ooh, I'm sweating, like I'm being anxious just to do it. I was too, yeah. I understand this feeling. Oh god, look at this surrounding. So yeah, guys, as we said, we do see that sweep back into the range, right? The tap, the POI. I do still have that level down below. What do we have? Yeah, that's about it. So we're nearing the 2-hour mark. I am probably gonna end the stream here. I really appreciate. Well, if you guys have any more questions, do you guys have any more questions before I wrap it up? If not, I am still active in the Discord as always. Like, you guys are gonna see me in there, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, this." You only take trade from SNDR, which is last swing before price takes. Can you? Yeah, of course, I can show the example. A good example would be of me showing it, like an actual trade that I took, right? And good for you, because there was a trade like that that I just closed tonight on midnight. So there was this trade. I posted this in the Discord. I said, and I think on the live stream too, I talked about it. I said when price was down here, I said I'm expecting a rejection off of this. I am expecting a rejection off of it. Now why? Because this is the last upswing before we took out that high, right? This is the last upswing. And what I did was plotted the zone, entered on the 50. Now it closed. The market closed because it was an early close. It was a bank holiday, but still, it works. Sorry, as we say, every day is a trading day. That means even on a bank holiday, you can still take a trade and win, right? And it delivered perfectly, right? Now, if you want to go famous, there is a lot of entries of SNDRs in the live executions channel, and I post a lot in the DTFX spam section. So if you really want to go focus on what an SNDR actually is, I have a video on that, and there is a lot of entries that you can go over. I hope that sufficed. I am, however, gonna wrap the stream up here with no further questions. I really do appreciate you guys for coming here. Like, I love every one of you. Thank you guys for talking in the chat. Like, I really appreciate it. Make sure to like the stream and subscribe if you're not already. And we're gonna see each other on Wednesday, right? On Wednesday at 9:15. So yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it, guys. Really appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna see each other on Wednesday 9:15. And make sure to set a reminder. Bye bye, guys. Take care. Okay.